presiding bishop of this ministry, and I am awesome. My name is Barry Cosmos, the Radio Marshal, the Buruburu One on radio, the Okenze on radio, your big brother on radio. I am the main event and I am here.
Live on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri.
Are you ready? Good morning and welcome to the program. It is Straight Talk live on Echo FM 100.7. Wow, how you doing this beautiful Thursday morning? Welcome aboard, people. It is the main event on radio. Straight Talk it is. No bending corners with the Radio Marshal. Barry Cosmos, the one on radio. Of course, my microphone partner is here this morning.
And mine is Judge Don Ikoma.
Okay, today is going to be a hot takes for us here because we are taking a look at the Supreme Court yesterday reserved judgment for the ADC and the PDP leadership crisis that has been rocking the political scene in Nigeria. Then the big question is why? Anyway, with compliance issues hanging on the ADC, one will say time is of essence. Why did the Supreme Court move forward over a case that it has had so many praetoria of judgment, which stipulates that no court has any jurisdiction to hear any case concerning any particular party, which they have stood consistently on. And that same matter came to them and they reserved judgment in a situation where time is of essence. A lot of people are reading a lot of meanings into that. But, well, the Supreme Court has the right to reserve judgment. It may be tomorrow, that's today, it may be next tomorrow, it may be the next 3 days. But the ADC have 17 days left to May 10th, which is the deadline for them to submit their digitalized membership register. And without a leadership where INEC has de-recognized the leadership of David Mark, of course, not even recognizing Bala and a few factions, it has become a very dicey matter for the ADC. But they're going about it very calm. Well, a lot of people are beginning to question the wisdom of the ADC legal team because the matter was not heard at the High Court in Abuja. And then you went to appeal a matter that has not been heard. So on what grounds are you appealing? That's what some people are saying. On what grounds of appeal are you going on jurisdiction matter? Because it's not even before the court. This appeal court can only hear things that have been heard in the FCT High Court. But there's nothing. There's substantive. They say go and serve them and then come back. They served you, you didn't respond, you went straight to the appeal, and now you are the Supreme Court discussing about jurisdiction and jurisdiction that has not even been heard at the lower court. But there's a lacuna there. The Supreme Court has the right to jump into a federal high court matter. Remember The same thing happened when the emergency rule happened in River State, and there was issue of defection and all that. That was not even before the court. The case has not been heard. The Supreme Court jumped in and ruled on that matter. That was not even before it. Recall, this is how these court matters work. It's a very complex. I spent the entire yesterday night having conversations with lawyers. I tried to get a lawyer here, but almost every one of them is going to court. So unfortunately, we couldn't get a lawyer. But we had to call some ADC chieftain and, of course, the PDP publicity secretary. We'll have to get Lancelot back into the studio to come and defend some defendables. And, of course, Lancelot don't want me to say, man, no answer any question. But he will be here later on the show. And, of course, we will be having Ochiwo himself, Nonsonkwa of the ADC, a chieftain here, joining us later on the show to have a go on this matter. How are they handling it here in Imo State with the national wahala hanging on their heads? Can they still present candidates for the election that is just around the corner without a leadership? Again, a lot of people are asking question. How did maintain status quo antebellum become remover of a leadership of a party? So does it mean that English language is no longer very clear? Those are questions that people are asking. So it's in a messy water. Plus, Mike Igini has been speaking, and then he came up with something that I never imagined would be in our Electoral Act. So today we are going to be bringing it up to you. Section 63 of the Electoral Act and Section 138 of the Electoral Act. Now, the one way fear me pass, I speak pidgin English now. The one way fear me pass, they say rejection of ballot papers. There is a clause there that even people can go and print their own ballot paper and it will be accepted. That discretion is left on the returning officer to say whether he will collect them or he will collect them. They don't want to know whether